Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will discuss digestion in small intestine. This topic is from 11th class biology chapter number 12. Where small intestine is present. Here you can see our digestive system, esophagus, stomach open into small intestine and then small intestine open into large intestine. This is the location of small intestine. Here you can see again small intestine. Oral cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and then large intestine. Structure. Small intestine consists of three parts. These are convoluted tubules. We can divide into three parts. That is duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. The first part is duodenum. As you can see here, that part is shown in yellow color. Duodenum is about 20 to 25 centimeter long, which lead into jejunum and then ileum. The second part is jejunum and the third part is ileum. Small intestine has three parts: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Some glands are also involved in digestion. They pour their secretion into small intestine. These glands are pancreas and liver. When chyme passes from stomach, when food enter from oral cavity into esophagus through peristalsis, then food enter into stomach convert it into semi-liquid, that is called chyme. When chyme passes from stomach into duodenum is the first part of small intestine. Its acidity stimulates the release of secretion from pancreas, liver, and duodenal cells. Here you can see pancreas. We have discussed in detail pancreas and liver in previous lecture. Pancreas produce enzymes and liver produce bile. Enzymes of pancreas are amylopsin, lipase, and trypsin. Carbohydrate digesting enzyme is amylase. It is also called amylopsin. Fat digesting enzyme is lipase and protein digesting enzyme is trypsin. Trypsin is produced in inactive form and then it is activated by enterokinase. That is an enzyme. Liver. Liver produce bile, that is a greenish fluid, then store into gallbladder. From here it passes to small intestine, to first portion of small intestine. Liver has or bile has salt which emulsify fat, convert fat from one form into another form so that the fat digesting enzyme, that is lipase, can act on it. The next portion is jejunum. Small intestine has three parts: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. We have discussed duodenum. Two glands are pouring its secretions into duodenum. These glands are liver and pancreas. Now jejunum, the next portion of small intestine. Jejunum is the second portion of the small intestine, extending from duodenum to the ileum. It is about 2.4 meter in length, comprising about 2/5 of the small intestine. Lower 3/5 of small intestine from jejunum is the ileum. The food which escape undigested from the duodenum is completely digested in the jejunum and ileum by a group of enzymes contained in the intestinal juice. The last portion, ileum. Here, absorption of food take place, not digestion of food. Digestion of food has been completed in second part of small intestine, that is jejunum. Now, in last portion of small intestine, only absorption take place. This portion is called ileum. Here, absorption of food take place. Here you can see small intestine consists of three parts as we have discussed earlier, that is duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Nearly all absorption of the product of digestion take place in the ileum. Here you can see the internal structure or internal surface of ileum. The internal surface of ileum has many folds which exhibit velvety appearance due to the presence of numerous finger-like outgrowth called villi. These all are villi. This is the structure of villi. Each villus is richly supplied with blood capillaries and a vessel called lacteal. As you can see here, blood capillaries are present in red and blue color. Red blood capillaries are present, and in yellow color, lacteal is present. Lacteal, a vessel called lacteal of lymphatic system with a covering of epithelial cells. Electron microscope reveals that these cells have countless closely packed cylindrical processes, microvilli. Each villi consists of microvilli. The total area of absorption become large, increase due to the infolding villi and microvilli. Here you can see the structure of villi. Each villi consists of thousands of microvilli, and villi have blood vessels, blood capillaries, and lacteal. Lacteal is a part of lymphatic system. Simple sugars and amino acids are absorbed by diffusion or active transport into the blood capillaries. Here the absorption of food take place. Here food is present. From food, the sugar and amino acids are absorbed by diffusion or active transport. Diffusion, when a substance moves from higher concentration to low concentration, that is called diffusion. Active transport, when a substance moves from low concentration with expenditure of energy toward high concentration, that is called active transport into the blood capillaries through the microvilli. Some of the fatty acids and glycerol are also absorbed into bloodstream. However, a large proportion of fatty acid and glycerol enter the epithelial cells of villi where they recombine into fat. The fat recombine, the fatty acids recombine and they become fat. These fat then enter the lacteals. Basically, the function of lacteal is to absorb fat which is present in our food. Protein present in lymph vessels. In lymph vessels or in lacteals, already protein is present. When fat enter in lacteal, the protein and fat combine to form molecule of lipoprotein droplets. These pass into bloodstream via the thoracic lymphatic duct. The lipoproteins are subsequently hydrolyzed by blood plasma enzyme and enter body cells where they may be used in respiration or store as fat in the liver or muscles or under the skin. Look here, in lacteals, protein is already present. The fat from small intestine enter into lacteals. When these proteins and fat are combined, they form lipoproteins. These lipoproteins are sent to bloodstream and from bloodstream they enter into cells where they are used in respiration or store as fat in the liver, muscles, of skin. The intestinal contents are pushed along the alimentary canal by normal peristaltic activity. As we have studied earlier, that peristalsis is responsible for the movement of food in alimentary canal, that is in digestive system. At the end of ileum, there is an ileocolic sphincter that open and close time to time to allow a small amount of residual from the ileum to enter the large intestine. From small intestine, the food has to enter into large intestine. At the end of small intestine, a small sphincter, small opening is present that open and close. Sphincter is any muscle that has the ability to open and close. And from that sphincter, food in very small quantity enter the large intestine. With that, we have completed our topic. Thank you for watching.